welcome to another episode of Entrepreneurs in Fuego. We're documenting the journey of amazing entrepreneurs. George Aplicano from Security National Mortgage. How
That's
you doing,
right.
man?
Good, good. How are you?
You got injured this morning, didn't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
You were working out and explain to me, how did you get injured, man?
I woke up at 5 o'clock, went to my normal workout, and then all of a sudden, just cramped up, and that was it. It was over. My workout was done. So.
And I was his doctor this morning. I says, you need more water. You need to drink more water. That way you won't cramp up.
Exactly. Low on potassium. That's what I got right now.
How you doing, man?
Good.
All right, so you're a senior loan officer, and you're in charge of training some other loan officers as well.
Absolutely. Yep, exactly.
How did you get into this thing?
20 years ago, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a veteran.
You're a baby, though,
yeah,
man.
Exactly.
You're a veteran.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I got into it because I wanted to know finance. Buying a home, the most important step of any person's life. So, I want to know the ins and outs of it. That's what got me into it. All of a sudden, there were additional benefits, helping an entire family get inside of their house, and all of a sudden, their life changing. That became huge. So because of that, now not only is there that part of it, but now I'm helping other entrepreneurs also, get their dreams as well. So other loan officers that want to start their businesses and want to keep going and basically, evolve.
Loan business is a tough business.
Absolutely.
Very tough business.
Very tough business.
You got it on it 20 years ago, and of course you saw that there was money all over the place, right? Securitization, you get all these mortgages that go to the secondary, tertiary market,
right?
Loans being split and sold off
Absolutely.
to just incredible number of ways and other buyers out there in the world, and so the monies always keep coming in. And then 2006 happened.
Right, absolutely.
What did you do then, man? How did you deal with that? It's got to be like you were going like a rocket ship, and all of a sudden everything stopped.
There was different things that you could do. Obviously, modifications were huge at that time, and then still, the majority of my business has always been purchase business.
Okay.
So, since I've run that, the relationships that I have with my real estate agents, the relationships I had with my title companies and other vendors that I have always fed me. So, and that has kept me afloat. So,
there were 38,000 real estate agents prior to 2006, and then it went up to about 76 here in Maricopa County alone. It went up to about 78,000 real estate agents. When the market was really good, and then it went down to like 23,000 or something like that.
Absolutely.
Just precipitously, right?
Right, absolutely. And so then the funny thing is that the industry for loan officers got hit even worse.
Right.
Because all of a sudden, guess
there's
what?
No money.
Because there's no money, there's restrictions. Now it's harder to get a loan, so on and so forth. So now the real estate agents that are out there are underserved.
And then Dodd-Frank passes.
Right.
And now you have all these restrictions on what you can do with the loans, et cetera, et cetera. And so it becomes a lot more difficult.
Yeah, but technology has actually made it easier because before, you had paper files, a lot of paper files and paper.
Yes.
Right now, technology has made it easier. You scan everything goes inside of a system. It's easier to read, and there is no gray area. It's just black and white. So because of that being black and white, it's made it 10 times easier to do a loan.
All right, so going back a few years ago, then a lot of subjectivity went on to the decision-making process to approve a loan.
Right.
Right now, what you're saying is that I'm just going to submit whatever I have, and the numbers are not going to lie.
Right.
Period.
Exactly. Period.
But don't you find, though, that to be a successful loan officer like you are, to be 20 years in the business, you have longevity, as we say in the business, right? Don't you have to use a little bit of creativity, though, to be able to put a loan together so that the underwriter it's the same loan, it's the same paperwork, but the story might change a little bit in order to fit that particular buyer or client into that box?
Absolutely. You have to be creative. That's the great part about this business. It's just that there is some creativity to it. Obviously, people are like, oh, mortgages, numbers, payments, blah, 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 amortization, right? But there is creativity. When you have a loan and you can see what the issues are ahead of time, so when you're meeting with a client, you're sitting there for an hour and a half because, you know what, they got denied by Wells Fargo, they got denied by Bank of America, Chase, they got denied by all of those other companies, but nobody ever fixed the problem. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's the reason why I exist. I can fix the problem. And there is creativity involved on it. But if you know what the problem is and how to fix that, then there you go. All of a sudden, you've created a solution for them. You've added value in their lives.
And check this out. I mean, I'd rather go to somebody that has been around 20 years and has seen the good, the bad, the ugly.
Right.
And have seen, I mean, you have to have seen so inevitably all the changes that went out in the industry and so on and so forth. So you must have seen thousands and thousands of applicants come in and go.
Right.
And so you were able to distinguish, all right, this is not going to fit right now, but maybe if I help this particular individual fix their credit, et cetera, maybe come back in 3 months, in 6 months, you might fit into this.
Exactly, and that's the thing, you know. No one ever gives anybody guidance on, okay, if really honestly it breaks down to income, credit, and then the money for the down payment, right? There's programs available to help with the down payment. Credit, that's usually 9 times out of 10 is the issue. And basically, if you know how to get around that, how to fix that, and how to mend those, basically, you know, you now have a client for life, because now you just gave them what they were looking for.
This is about your journey. Okay. This is about what you went through in order to get to here. And tons of respect to you, man, because you've went through, in 20 years, at least a couple of cycles of
absolutely.
Up and down and up and down. So you've been in that seesaw.
Right.
How do you deal with that?
You know, it's just,
I mean, mentally.
Working out at 5 o'clock in the morning, that helps out a lot.
Damn straight.
So, but really honestly, it's the relationships that I have. I mean, the people that I deal with on a daily basis, those are the people that keep you going. You know, it really is that connection. It's the connection to your client, it's the connection to your vendors, the connection to your real estate agents. It's that accountability that keeps you going. You know what I mean? You can't let these people down. They have a house, they have a plan to move by X date. You have to be responsible for that.
A loan is turned down. How do you deal with the devastation of oh my God, it's not going to happen?
I don't like to say that there's not a loan. There's always an option, right? Now it's a matter if everyone's willing to do it, because there's a lot of people that are all involved inside of a transaction. You know, you have your real estate agent, your title company, buyer, the seller.
Everybody's depending on you.
Right, exactly. So you come up with a solution, right? You come up with a solution, and if everyone agrees, then hey, you don't have a decline. But that's the reason why I exist, because I'm able to fix a solution. I'm able to.
You train other loan officers.
Correct.
What advice you give them that you would want to give yourself starting the business 20 years ago?
Make every single mistake possible. Really. I really am just, you know, it is about creating relationships. So go out there and create the relationships, but really just have no fear. You know, just go out and just do it. You know, go and talk to people. Ask them what stops you from getting a loan? What stops you from moving forward? What can I do to help? Those little things that most of the people, they just don't take advantage of. You know, and if they did, they'd be 9 times better than where they are right now. So
in the process of being a leader and a trainer as you are right now, how do you spot, or is it easier, based on your experience, is it to spot that individual who you think he or she is going to make it? He or she is going to be different?
Absolutely. The difference is that when you see them, they have that entrepreneurial spirit, and you'll see it. You'll see like, all right, what can I do now? What's next? What else can I possibly do? And they don't ask for permission. They ask for forgiveness. So they go out, they go do it, and then all of a sudden, hey, guess what? Oh, this is what's happening. Okay, then look, you need them to be aware of X, you know, A, B, C, and then there you go.
So you're looking for people who are proactive, not sitting back waiting for you to tell them what to do, but rather them taking the initiative to do the next thing.
Right, exactly. I mean, I'm self-employed, just like all the entrepreneurs you'll have on the show. And
were you going to say on this damn show?
No.
Oh, okay.
So
you brought this, man. Look at this.
Yeah, exactly. Gift for you.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Ray's my favorite color.
All right.
Look at this.
Headphones.
Oh, headphones! Oh,
headphones, that's right.
Oh, this is mine.
Yeah, the company
this is mine, baby.
Company yesterday gave away a lease for a brand new Lexus.
Oh, really?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah.
Son of a gun! Look at you, man! Exactly. Look at you. All right. So, what is in your 20 years, right? Because I'm sure that as you're training others, maybe somebody during this 20 years, somebody you looked up to, somebody mentored you, somebody trained you, and everything else. What is the best advice you ever got?
Best advice? Go, just do it. I mean, really do. Funny. One of my peers actually says, "Do the work" all the time, and absolutely, it's absolutely right. You have to go out there. You have to make the phone calls. You have to meet the people. You have to go and get it. If you don't go and get it, you're just sitting around waiting for it to come to you. It's not going to happen.
A lot of people just give up very easily when they get their no's, right?
Right.
And then you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
It's a numbers game.
It is a numbers game. Absolutely.
Indeed. George Aplicano, my new best friend. Man, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. This is one thing, though. I think that you were kind of a week and a half or maybe 2 weeks too late because Taylor's buying a house, and I know that I think she's got hooked up on a loan and everything.
That's fine. That's fine.
But just let it go her way until, she runs into problems and everything else. I'm going to have somebody you can call, man. George, my main man. I appreciate it. With that, we're out.